I will show you quickly how to set up some components and be able to stretch them without making them look horrible. So we're going to go to menu here, go to preferences, nudge amount, make sure it's at 8. It's a nice divisible number. It can be at 10, but it's fine. Go to frame and then make sure you're in design. We're going to check desktop 1440 and we're going to rename this homepage. Okay, we're going to do rectangle and set up a little menu bar system, and let's just make it easy. Well, if we're using 8s, hello, we'll do 88. All right, and we're going to make a logo. Joking. Okay. So what we want to do is check our layout grid. So we don't have one. What we're going to do is add one and click on columns, and let's do 12. And I like to get this down to 3%. That just nice light pink, doesn't mess you up. And then since we're at 8s, let's do 24 pixel getter. All right, now we're there. When you click on the name of the page, you can hold down command and stretch it. So it's kind of nice to get ready for adding some components. So let's do the menu system. So I'm going to use Acumen Pro, and let's say 18 pixels, and we lost it. Okay. Let's see, menu item 1. Okay, and now we don't want to just type out menu, 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 menu. What we want to do is make this a component. So let's make it a little bit more normal. So let's say portfolio, or we can just keep it menu item 1 and we'll show you what's up. Okay, so this is your component. It's not a component yet, but you want a component because you want to make these and you want to have them all the same and be able to stretch and grow with your sections. So what we're going to do is set up a system where you have your menu area. So what we're going to do is make a simple rectangle and put this in the middle. And so we're going to do it 32 pixels high. Just making all this up as I go. So, and we want this to be centered right here, align middle. Okay, it's a little high because I've got this stretched a little bit. All right, so if you're in this section and let's say you want like a highlight bar or something, let's go ahead and add it. So we'll add a bar, let's say 4. Okay, so we've already run into colors. We want to get some colors in here since we're not wireframing, we're doing components, but we're gonna make it look a little lively. I'm gonna jump over to Photoshop just for a second. This is one of my products. It's a Photoshop action called Instant Palette Maker. And what I like to do is grab really cool images that have cool colors and try and pull UI colors from it. So when you just click this, it automatically makes a palette. It doesn't ruin your image, it pops it onto another layer. If you ever want to get it, it's pretty cheap. It's at Creative Market, Instant Palette Maker. So what I'm going to do is go to this shot. I thought it was kind of fun. I'm going to change the levels. And don't worry, we're jumping back to Figma really quick. So I'm going to highlight this a little bit, get some nice pinks in there. Okay, so we're going to try palette medium and click it. It's too washed out. So what I'm going to do is come back, click palette large, try and get some of those fun action colors. I'm going to even punch this a little bit. So I'm going to flatten this. Don't worry, we're going back to Figma. Chill out. Okay. All right. So we're going to copy this. So we got some nice UI colors in there. All right. We're back here. We're going to throw down this color thing and pull in some nice quick color scheme for you guys. So you want to look for your interactive color, and I was originally looking for pink. So we're going to go for that kind of salmon color and see if we can do, it's not bright enough. All right, maybe even some of that pink, and then we'll boost it just a little bit. All right, and then we want some cool, these grays. These are nice warm grays. So let's do that. This one and this one. And usually I would go fill, you know, oh whoops, sorry. Go fill color style and then like name it gray, cool, you know, or warm or whatever, warm one, and create that style. I'm just moving a little bit faster for you. I just want you to not get bored, and we're dealing with components right now. So, all right, let's see. Okay, we'll lighten that up a little bit and darken this up a little bit. And let's get another couple colors. I just love how these, you can pull so many cool colors really quickly, and it feels like it belongs together most of the time. Maybe a peach. All right, we might come back to that, but we'll see. I was gonna stay away from the olives and kind of stay in this palette. Some of these are kind of fun too. We'll see if we can throw something in. All right, yeah, that's looking kind of cool. So we're just gonna keep this close and handy. So I'm going to change this to this background for now. Just fill that navy. All right, so we have our menu. We want to highlight this, say like, hey, this is on. So what we're going to do is is pick that salmon color, and sometimes I like to, like, once I get a header setting, if you're working for someone, totally name all of your layers. But what we're going to do is make this a component now, so that we can make our menu and then change it. So this is our active state, and we'll just keep plugging away at this. So obviously with this background, I think I'm already not liking it. I just want to get a little bit darker. Yeah. All right, so the menu will need to be white, but all this can change on the fly, okay? So what we want to do is get our menu, or the background, which we probably won't even use, but get it to the height of your bar for now. And now I'm going to lock that. Okay, here's your menu item. So we're going to hit Option Command K, and that automatically made it a component. And what I like to do is either this is the base page and all the components are on this, or you can you can hit Command D, which makes it a duplicate, and then you can take your component and move it to another page. Like you can make a page that says components, but for expediency purposes, we're going to keep it here on this page so I can show you how it works. So what I like to do is pull this is your master component. See how it looks with these 4 squares, the diamond shape. And then this is the open diamond shape, this is your component copy. So whatever we do here, like say we change that to blue, which looks awful, sorry. What happens is all the instances change. So we're going to make this white, and what we're going to do is hide this background. We don't need it, but we can do all sorts of cool stuff with it now that we have that background. So I'm going to hide it. And so what happens is it doesn't work very well right away. So it's just kind of breaking. There's no padding. The stretching doesn't work. So what we want to do is, this is the big deal on components, is how do these sections work. So what we don't want is scale. We want to go left and right. So it's going to center the text here, and then as you type, it will center in this frame. So it will keep the same width. So we want to do the same thing for this background piece, which we'll show for right now. It's kind of fun how you can see how it's working. So what we usually want to do is test it out on the component copy. So this back piece here, background, we want it to scale left and right. We're not going to drag it huge, but if you wanted to, you can set it top and bottom as well. If this changes, say for instance on a responsive page, the header needs to be a little bit bigger because of the content being shrunk. So what we're going to do is make this look better and name this active state. Okay, so now we have our menu item, and we can duplicate it now, and then we'll go back to our component. This is pretty cool. Then you hide it, and then let's say this is about us, and I'm a bad typer sometimes, so I like to come back in here and change my text, and I want all of these to be uppercase. So I click that, and boom, all of your components are uppercase. So I'm going to make another one. It says portfolio, and space that out. I'll say not home. Everyone wants home there still, and I'm like, come on, please. Okay, another page that's longer. Whoops, sorry. So this is a good example of when you set your text into the middle and you have your paragraph spacing and your line height set correct, that this might be a little bit too high right now. So what we can do is go into where is it? They've added so much now. It's right here. I was looking for there. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be teaching you. So watch this as I tap it. You can see the another page is since we're messing with this part, but you can see how it's working here. So I'm going to say 96. Whoops. Not 96, 96%, but okay. 20. All right. So you can see now, I'm just going to say home just because. Okay. So this is our active page. So what we can do is go into our component, and you can see we've hidden the active state and hidden the background. So we can click on the active state and we can actually click on the background. That looks like poo, so what we're going to do is come back to this original one, this background, and show it, and we can change it to white and then like 8%. So, but we don't want it to show on everything. And this shows that what's kind of nice is you can see your spacing's off a little bit. But what we want to do is hide it, but it's staying active because on the home button we have it with the eye open so you can see it. So yeah, that's a nice way to do some quick menus. So let's keep moving, and we'll work on setting up components for forms, which come into play quite a bit and get kind of annoying.